This is a podcast or something like that. Hello and welcome to the Verbal Journal Podcast. Wow, here we are, episode 40. It's episode 40 and it's a night episode. We haven't done a night episode in a while, and by we I mean I haven't done a night episode in a while, and I haven't done an episode in a regular amount of time. Less than a while, 1 week. Plus, 8 hours, 9 hours. So, almost half a day there. So, but I hope you're doing well. And if you've been, I bet there's one or two people who noticed that the podcast wasn't uploaded. That's my estimate. If you're one of those people, feel free to write into verbaljournalpodcast@gmail.com and let me know. We can start off the pod with an early mailbag check. A little bit of a 40 episode special. Check the mailbag very early. Get it out of the way. Yep, no one emailing in. Okay, we got that out of the way. Tension is broken. Wow, we can finally breathe, we can move on. I hope you're ready for a good episode, because it might fool you into thinking that this is one. I don't have much planned. I'm doing well. I sort of hosted a party with a few friends yesterday, and that was very fun. And actually did a group painting with folks that went ridiculously crazy and did not turn out like if anyone, most of the people left the party, and so tons of people contributed to the painting who have no idea how it turned out, and it turned out so different because at the end me and this one other person sort of completely changed the painting by just blending it all together into this one kind of gross green color, and then messed with it a little bit more, and sort of it kind of worked. I sort of I had a great time painting with friends, but I was the painting never, I don't know, it never had a thing that it never looked quote unquote good. It looked interesting, but it never really looked good. And then at the end, it got so bad that it actually sort of did become good. But I don't know. We'll see. History will have to, tell that. Another art-related news, I went to check out, some friends were hosting a little art sale. And I went and bought some art from some friends, just some prints and some, pictures and little art objects. I like to spend money on that. That's a great way to spend money, and I'm hoping people spend money on my art. So that's good. Also, YouTube channel news. We hit 6 million views on the channel. 6 million views total for all the videos combined. A total of 6 million views. Obviously, more than half of those are from the Breaking Bad video. But, that's how it is on YouTube. That's how it is. So, great. That's cool. It's cool to see the 5 turn to a 6. That's what I always say. One interesting update is we like to track Kyrie Irving's poor playing on the basketball court. I'm one of the biggest haters of Kyrie Irving because I think he's sort of a reactionary politically who never really did a great job of apologizing for the grossly anti-Semitic shit that he promoted. So I think it's fun to hate on him and to highlight the games where he does really bad. So this was the season opener Dallas played, and they did win against the Spurs. But Kyrie Irving shot 10 out of 24. Out of 24 shots, he made 10 of them. He played 36 minutes in the game, and he did get 22 points, but it took shooting 24 shots. 8 of his shots were 3-point shots, and he made 1 of those. So making 1 for 8 3-point is bad. The power forward shot 4 for 8 3-point You know what I mean? So, yeah. And there was another game I thought I highlighted, but I don't have the link here. Don't have the link here. Wait, they've only played 2 games, so it must have been their second game. Their second game, yeah. So their second game, they also beat the Nets. But here, Luka Doncic got 49 points. His teammate Kyrie Irving got 17 points, so not as good as game 1. And he was on the court for 34 minutes, got 17 points, so a point every 2 minutes. He got like a basket every 4 minutes. He shot 6 out of 17, so again, way less than half. He shot about a third, about 33% from the field. 1 for 4 3-pointers. He didn't take 8 3-point shots this game because he kind of learned his lesson. Luka Doncic, 9 for 14 from 3. That's fucking unbelievable. That is an unreal... 9 out of 14 from 3 is unreal. So anyways, yeah. Okay, first 2 games. Kyrie Irving haters are feasting. Oh, I did have the link to the second game right here, but I found it organically also. Okay. Next up in sports news that I find interesting. Someone broke the all-time record of RBIs in a postseason, of runs batted in a Major League Baseball postseason, and it's Adolis Garcia. He broke the all-time record of runs batted in a postseason. That's amazing, and they've only played 1 game of the World Series. He broke it in the first game of the World Series with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 11th inning. So there are 9 innings in a baseball game, but they play extra innings when it's tied. It amazingly got tied in the bottom of the 9th with a Corey Seager 2-run home run for the Texas Rangers to tie it up against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Goes into the 10th. No one scores. Goes into the 11th. No one scores. And then the bottom of the 11th, Adolis Garcia, I believe with 2 strikes, an amazing swing, low and away, pushed it to the opposite field, and it just barely clears the home run fence, but he knew it from the crack of the bat. His 22nd run batted in this postseason, and they've only played 1 game of the best of 7 World Series. That is an interesting stat. He had all this crazy drama in the previous series against the Astros, where he got hit, and it was right after he got a home run and celebrated very confidently. So he felt like he got hit on purpose, even though it wouldn't have made sense for them to hit him on purpose. They might have, and the ump treated it like they did hit him on purpose, sort of punished them a little bit. So it's kind of interesting. And then Adolis Garcia got I think even a fucking grand slam or something in Game 7 against the Astros. Came back. And even in this bottom of the 11th World Series game, he had just gotten hit. He also got hit in the previous at bat. He had got probably his 4th at bat of the game or something. He got hit in the hand, really bad hit. But he stayed in. They thought he might come out. He stayed in, and then his next at bat, walk-off home run. Amazing. Chess news. It's unfortunately not still the case, but I did break 1700 in Bullet on Lichess. I did break it temporarily. I got to 1720 or something like that. So that's kind of cool, That's kind of cool. But now, what am I on Lichess? I am, 1680 or something. So it's tough. Breaking 1700 felt good, though. It did feel good. Okay. So I have amazing news for people who hate the screen time report segment of the pod. Sorry, my phone just went off for a second. For people who hate the screen time report segment of the pod, we are no longer doing it. We're retiring the screen time report segment, and I'll tell you why. Because, and this is me hitting the delete key. Okay, it's gone. No more screen time report segment because my phone this past week completely crapped the bed. Shit the bed. My phone my phone pooped in the bed because or not because by which I mean my phone decided, you know what? I don't think I'm going to work ever again. You know, which I kind of respect on a certain level. But I did want my phone to keep working if I could have had a choice in the matter. I generally sort of knew something was going to happen. You know, I knew something was going to happen because for many weeks, my phone has constantly, and I'm sure I've mentioned it before, probably only once. I try not to talk about things extremely personal and painful to me like this, but my phone's basically been giving this notification for weeks, if not months, saying, apps are overloading your system, basically. Something to that effect. I don't know. I can't be bothered to read every notification that comes up on my phone. It would say some apps are making your device stressed out, basically. That's sort of the effect of what it would say. So it would say that it wanted me to restart my phone. Great, right? Why not do it? What kind of monster would I be to not restart my phone, you might be thinking. Well, problem is you restart your phone, message comes right back up. So I was like, okay, I guess my phone just doesn't, work that well. And my phone had always had this problem where it would randomly restart itself, which I assume was the precursor of that notification issue. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm slightly coming under the weather, and I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be Monday and I have work. I guess if I really wake up sick, I can cancel my appointments, but gosh, that's such a pain in the ass to do. You have to email, or I probably have to call. I have to call like 4 separate people. It's really not a big deal, though, at the end of the day. You got to take care of yourself. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my screen time report. So, in restarting, my phone would always need to restart, and then it, just the other day, this past week, Thursday morning, just wouldn't start. It just like restarted itself and then wouldn't start, which had never really happened in this way, and it was bad. I got in the shower, I got back out, it still wouldn't start. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I tried to do it a few times and it just wouldn't. And then I got this like error message, and I had never seen that sort of screen before. And it was like giving me like force reset as an option. Basically, it seemed like, and I was about to go to work on a Thursday morning. So I was immediately like, so it feels really bad not that I get that many calls from clients. People email way more nowadays since COVID, but like it still feels wrong to not have my phone service working. So even though I literally barely get like 1 or 2 calls a week in my work, still I probably overreacted on that front. But still, I was like, my options were to force reset it and assume that would maybe work and fix the problem, because it seemed like it probably would, but I lose all my data. Or I guess actually don't have a phone, and I had to work all day Thursday, so I was not going to get to the Verizon store. And then I had to work the next day, I had to work Friday as well, like all day. So I was maybe going to be able to get to the Verizon store at like 5 p.m. on Friday. But I was like, that's weird to just not have a phone for like that long. So, 36 hours or something. So I was just like, I'm just going to force reset it. I thought about what I was going to lose, my photos, my contacts, my everything. I was like, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't have done it, Because at the end of the day, like, I immediately got, a lot of contacts back, just from my family and friends. I asked people to give me some, but there are a lot that I don't have. And I'm just, as a few days have gone by, I start to realize, wow, Yeah, I don't have that one. One of them I thought I didn't have, and luckily I did. I had it written down. I wrote down a bunch of contacts in a book, but I wrote them down years ago. I've never updated it. That was so stupid. I should have just updated it. So I don't even talk to those people anymore. It's like from college. So, anyways, now my phone. So the ironic thing about this is, not only like. So not only does my phone not have that error message about how it's getting overloaded and needs to restart. The phone works way better. It works way better now. It actually really needed a forced reset. So and I did get some of my photos back, some of them reloaded, but not the most recent one, so it's kind of annoying. I did lose some definitely good photos I wanted. But what can you do? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I lost some contacts. It's gonna be annoying. I just remembered. Oh wait, no, he texted me. Wait, how did I get his number? I already had it when he texted me. I don't remember how I had his number. I should save that other guy. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, whatever. It's people have to reach out to me now. It's kind of a funny thing. So now it's people are out of my life permanently unless they reach out to me. It's the reverse of changing your number, where, then people are out of your life permanently unless you reach out to them. Here, people are out of my life permanently unless they reach out to me. So that's just a funny, good old fashioned funny situation, I would say. Yeah. So long story short, it does not bring up the screen time. I mean, I could go look it up, but I already said we were retiring the segment. I mean, I could find it. I know it's right here. I found it. Should we unretire the segment? Okay, we're unretiring the segment. That's right. Okay, so Screen Time Report is a truncated report in the sense that it's only from Thursday through Saturday, so it's a 3-day report. But still, its average daily screen time 55 minutes. That's less than I believe it used to be. Messages was the big one, and some Gmail. Contacts also, yeah, a lot of time using my contacts app. That's not normal. That's not a common one. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, so that's it for the pod. I have nothing else to talk about, and oh yeah, I do. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay, so we've obviously been talking about art. Wait, hold on. Let me hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have some water. So we've been talking on the Verb Journal pod about artist biographies and art in general for basically the whole lifespan of the Verbal Journal pod. Wow, Damian Lillard. Wow. Oh my God, I'm watching him play for the Bucks. Wow, he's quite good. And we've been talking. Yeah, speaking of artists. Yeah, we've been talking about artists. I've been reading a lot about artists. I read that long biography about Marcel Duchamp. And I am almost done with a book called Lives of the Artists by the same author as the Marcel Duchamp biography and the Robert Rauschenberg biography I also read, which is Calvin Tompkins, writer for The New Yorker, I believe still a writer for The New Yorker. I could be wrong about that, but very amazing writer, and I've really learned a lot about other artists through this Lives of the Artists book. A lot of interesting ones. I think I was talking about a few of them last week, I believe. I was probably talking about a few of them. Yeah, I read about more like Julian Schnabel, Jasper Johns, what is it, Richard Serra? I think I got that first name right, the sculpture guy. Matthew Barney, who like married Bjork. I don't know if they're still married. Yeah, and there's all these interesting connections between the different artists and all different folks. I think I'm going to read the Pablo Picasso biography I have next. It's written by someone who I think was his partner for many years or something. So yeah, I'll let you know about that. But yeah, so very interesting stuff. And oh yeah, last week I did the interview with Gavin Matz on the channel after doing this Verbal Journal pod. That was so much fun. I thought that went really well, and his special is so funny. So hopefully people have watched it now. It came out. It's on the All Things Comedy YouTube channel, and it's a fucking banger. It's so funny. Yeah, there are some things, I could have done better with the interview. A few things. I definitely messed up some of the clips that from the technical side. I should have explained some of how we were going to present it. Also, make sure Gavin, knew how I was going to present the clips and stuff. We did talk about presenting the clips, just like I should have briefed him on, you'd have to get your computer out for this section, and forgot to kind of do that. So, but I think I made up for it because I feel like we had a great chat, and I'm really happy about it. I feel like he shared a lot of really interesting thoughts and perspectives, so I was super thrilled about it. And okay, so cool. Well, this is it. I'm done. Have a great life until I talk at you next. And next week, I'll probably do another night pod, or might even, there's a chance I'll skip a week. I'll see, but I'm hoping this other interview happens. It's not going to be live, but it's like one I've been preparing for months that I mentioned on a previous episode. You can go back and listen. That's going to be a heavy duty interview, a lot more intense, and I've been prepping for a long time. It's with a person who was exonerated of a crime that they did not commit and served many years in prison for a crime they did not commit, and then they were exonerated. So I'm going to interview them and discuss some of the larger issues at play there in a video. So look forward to that. I'm sure it's going to get 3.6 million views, just like the Breaking Bad video. Probably like triple that. Okay, so maybe I'll put, Bryan Cranston in the thumbnail just to be safe. Okay, that's arguably offensive, and I hope you've had a good time listening, and yeah, feel free to write in, let me know, give me some thoughts, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye. This is a podcast or something like